You can't fuck with me, bitch. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me, bitch. You can't fuck with me. Battlefield that you only got company. I'm about to show you type of shit that's only come from me.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man? Y'all know who it is, Dark Enigma. And man, I don't even know where to fucking start with this episode, y'all. I really don't. You know, it was one of those episodes where you knew it was gonna be bad before it even started, but you watching it just to see exactly how bad it's gonna be. And this entire episode was some bullshit, dog. You know, I watched it one time because, you know, at the end of the episode, I wasn't sure if I should, you know, indulge in my nausea and run straight to the bathroom and just throw up, or if I should like crack up and just proceed to lock myself into insanity. You know, it was a very mixed bag of emotions I was going through, because shit is alright, y'all. This off of memory and shit. Like I said, I watched it once, and you know, like the last couple weeks or whatever, I've been watching it kind of twice or whatever, but this shit is way too much to be watching twice. So off of memory, man, the first thing that I really noticed was how Jiren was moving out of the way for, you know, base Vegeta's punches and kicks. And you know, before we even get to that, man, he tried to go Super Saiyan, but I guess they're abiding by the energy, the stamina rules now. Not as a convenience. You know, now this is just, you know, down to Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. Well, Frieza unconscious somewhere. He didn't even show up in this episode. But now it's convenient. Now all of a sudden, can't nobody go Super Saiyan no more. You know what I'm saying? Not even Super Saiyan 1, though. So, yeah. So, basically, you know, Vegeta, he's fighting Jiren or whatever. I'm not saying he, you know, was landing hits. I'm not even saying Jiren was trying. It's just the fact that he was moving out of the way, you know, out of the way of Vegeta's punches, when it took Super Saiyan God Red, you know, Goku to make Jiren move, if I recall correctly. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure he went base, which I think he shot a Kamehameha. And then it was a melee like Super Saiyan 1 and then Super Saiyan 2, and he skipped Super Saiyan 3. And then I remember in Super Saiyan God Red, that's when Jiren was moving like his fingers, trying to like block Goku's punches and shit, like with one finger. So just the fact that Jiren was moving out of the way for Vegeta's punches, and Vegeta's in base form, and they go out of the way to say that there's no energy in Vegeta's punches. Yeah, man, that was some bullshit, man. That was some bullshit. I would have actually preferred they just toss that nigga out the ring, man, because, you know, this nigga Vegeta, man, they got him now thinking about like his family, which is, he pretty much just thought about Bulma, pretty much, you know, but he thought about Bulma and Kappa primarily, and it's like, nigga, why are you thinking about Kappa? I'm so tired of this forced narrative, y'all. Alright, y'all. The reason why I really don't understand why Vegeta is so attached to Kappa, you know, is because he never really showed to even give a fuck about, you know, Planet Vegeta. Like, at all. At all, though. And I know there's a time limit on the Dragon Ball, so you can't wish people back or whatever, but, I mean, he just never actually showed, like, a concern or, you know, anything like that. And the only thing he gloated about was that he was the prince. That's all he really showed no concern. And think about it, when Raditz died, that nigga Vegeta just like, Raditz died, whatever, he was a weakling. And then he killed Nappa, and then he was gonna kill Goku. So it's like, that nigga don't give a fuck about Saiyans, man, but all of a sudden he really cares, shit, all of a sudden. So that's why I don't like it. And so Jiren is pretty much beating the fuck out of Vegeta or whatever, because, I mean, Vegeta's in his base form, and, you know, eventually, you know, Vegeta, he uses a Final Flash, and right then I was just like, okay, Vegeta, you can use a Final Flash, but you can't go Super Saiyan 1. And then on top of that, he was surprised that Jiren survived it. You know, he had like that little anime look, like, oh my god, I can't believe it, or oh my god, this some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, if your Super Saiyan Beyond Blue Final Flash didn't work on this nigga, why would you in your base work? You know what I'm saying? So, needless to say, man, you know, pretty much, you know, Jiren, you know, he continues to beat the fuck out of Vegeta, and Vegeta, you know, he tried, you know, the way that they handle it, he tried to go out like a G or whatever, but it's like, nigga, this is some straight up bullshit, because I'm gonna get to my thoughts, what I thought about after the episode. I'm just gonna move right along. But Jiren knocks off Vegeta, basically gives him like a mean right hook or whatever, says it's over, and knocks him off. And as he's falling, he starts thinking about everybody he was fighting for, and you know, he pretty much insults himself, calling himself a fool for thinking, you know, I guess for thinking he can beat Jiren or whatever. And I really hated that. I really hated that sentiment, because, you know, up until a certain point, Vegeta was one of the smarter fighters in the tournament. He wasn't transforming all willy-nilly, nor was he using a lot of, you know, big energy attacks. I mean, he had like moments when he did it, but I mean, compared to like Goku, he was actually using his brain more so, until a certain point in the tournament where they just said, fuck it, everybody just gonna be turning Super Saiyan with no energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that sentiment, man. I felt like even though I hated that he got eliminated the way that he did, you know, I don't know, man. It's like I said, man, it's a mixed bag. Nausea and, you know, hysterical laughter for how they did that, man. You know what I'm saying? So while he's falling, he sends energy to Goku. Goku immediately gets up and goes Super Saiyan Blue. Let me repeat that for you. As Vegeta's falling with no energy, as stated, as he's falling, Goku's not Super Saiyan, he's on the ground. He gives him like an energy orb, right, as he's falling, before he, you know, teleports to the stands. Goku gets the energy orb, and then he goes Super Saiyan Blue, like, off of Bell. You know that when that happened, man, I couldn't even really be mad, man. Like, I literally chuckled, because he literally just stood up and went Super Saiyan Blue. And, you know, I think Jiren had like a comment like, I don't know why they put all their trust into you. And I was like, nigga, you right, I don't know either. Because you don't tank like all his best attacks. And obviously the strength that he's at, and it's the kicker too, somebody in the stands after Jiren got done bodying this man in Super Saiyan Blue, they was just like, oh my god, Super Saiyan Blue isn't enough. I think it was Tien that said that stupid ass shit. It's like, Tien, you been watching the shit, you there, and you just now, you really surprised Super Saiyan Blue isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the commentary be so fucking retarded, man. So, you know, Goku, he sent his base for him or whatever. And it seemed like, you know, the way he's fighting it seemed like, I don't know, like, Jiren is a very weird character to read, because he's actually, you know, letting Goku go head up with him in base form. For some reason, I don't know why. He did the same thing to Vegeta, but for some reason he's doing that. And I don't understand it, because when Goku tried to do the same thing earlier, when he wasn't even powered up, like it just wasn't shit to him. But now it looks like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. So needless to say, man, Jiren beats the fuck out of Goku, and Goku standing there in the Ultra Instinct pose. Everybody see it coming. He's standing there with his head down, a little shadow or whatever. I think it was a little shadow. You know what I'm saying? Over like his eyes or whatever. Jiren put like a little flame over his fist and about to hit Goku. Goku teleport behind him. And I'm pretty sure this is when they cued that Ultra Instinct music. And that's when he went Ultra Instinct. And he punches Jiren in the stomach. Jiren looks like he felt that shit. And yeah, man, that's pretty much the episode, man. That's pretty much the episode, you know what I'm saying, from what I remember. You know what I'm saying? I actually ended up walking out near like the end of the episode before before I even knew like the preview was coming on the way. I just kind of like left out the room. I'm not even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? I just had enough, you know. But I actually did end up looking up like the preview for the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Because it had timed out. You know, I just walked completely out the room. But it had timed out, so I went and looked at the preview, and pretty much Goku masters Ultra Instinct. He masters it. Ultra Instinct master, y'all. This is so fucking retarded, bruh. This is so fucking retarded, bruh. Goku mastered a form in like 40 minutes. That the guys themselves struggle to master. I know people gonna be like, well, you know, it was foreshadowed, you know, at the very beginning of Super that, you know, he could attain it if he would learn how to fight without thinking. You gotta pay attention. Okay, man. What I'm trying to say is when did he reach Ultra Instinct though? In the tournament. Okay. How long is the tournament? Like 40 minutes. Right. So it doesn't really matter what you're talking about, man. Like he achieved the form in the tournament and he didn't have it mastered at all. Like it was pretty much led us to believe through the dialogue that it wasn't mastered. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he didn't use that form before the tournament, man. Obviously, so it really doesn't matter. Man, I don't know, man. Like the whole Ultra Instinct, man. And then he got silver hair now, man. Silver hair Saiyans have been around since I was like in high school or like before that, middle school. You know what I'm saying? Nearly 20 years ago, man. They really. It's like how many different hair colors are they gonna get these Saiyans, man? How many? Well, we got you know the standard black, and then we got the blonde, and then we got blue, then red. Now we got silver, and then Vegeta got dark blue. It's like, come on, man. You know, like the thing is too, man. Like I called it in like one of my past reviews. I don't know if y'all can actually see it because I put a lot of that shit on private. But in one of my reviews, I literally predicted that he would actually go Ultra Instinct again. But it's not really much a prediction if they pretty much write it on the wall. You just gotta look and, you know, read what they wrote on the wall and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was either one or two ways, man. One or two ways they would have went about it, and I felt like the first way would have been better for the viewer is if Vegito came back and actually did his just due against Jiren or whatever. Even though I know that wasn't going to happen for whatever fucking reason, I would understand, because, I mean, fusion is allowed, so. And then, like, the other thing is, you know, having Goku, you know, come back with Ultra Instinct. And I didn't even think about him mastering it. I just thought he was gonna reach it again and you know pull a win out of his ass against Jiren, but this man gonna master it, y'all. This man gonna master it. So it's like, damn, what? Who can he fight after this, man? Who? You know, if it come back, I guarantee you, man, and I'm gonna call it right here. I guarantee you, like, I know Super not coming back. I'm talking about like Dragon Ball just come back, but they still using, you know, this Ultra Instinct and this God shit. If it come back, you know what they gonna do? Oh, there's a villain in one of those strong universes that's way more powerful than his angel, and he's causing a ruckus. And Zeno don't want to step in because he's playing with his God pad, or some corny shit like that. And then Goku gotta go over there, Vegeta gonna go over there. It's gonna be the same shit. Vegeta gonna step up, he gonna get his ass whooped, and then Goku gonna step up and he gonna win. I get so fucking tired. Like, Vegeta's my favorite character, man. He is my favorite anime character of all time. Period. Like, he's my favorite ever. So just for him to not really get shine in like all of Dragon Ball, Like, I'm talking about ever since he got introduced, he didn't really get any shine against anybody major. He was always the fighter character or the side character killer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just look at all the arcs, man. Just look at all the arcs. Let's see, Saiyan Saga. It took, Goku beat his ass or whatever. He went 8. And then after that or whatever, it took the combined efforts of Krillin, Gohan, and Yajirobe to... No, not even Yajirobe. Yajirobe just cut off his tail. And Goku. Alright, so I'll just say, y'all know how it happened, man. He got crushed by Gohan and the 8. So he lost there. He lost in the Namek Saga against the Genji Force, even though he killed all of them, but they was unconscious. He lost against Frieza badly. Let's see, he lost against Android 18. Let's see, he lost against Cell. He lost against all the forms of Boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see, Frieza destroyed the planet and wiped them out. Let's see, it embarrassed him. Even though he was more powerful than, Super Saiyan Rose Black, because he beat his ass, like when he came, I think it was probably like the 3rd time they fought or some shit. Maybe the 2nd time Vegeta and him fought. Cause after he went into the time chamber, man, he beat that nigga ass, but he didn't really make a dent in Zamasu. And then let's see. And in the tournament, y'all know how that shit turned out, man. So it's like, damn, man, like, this nigga is never gonna get no shine, man. And it's a shame, because I feel like he's the coolest character, for the simple fact that he sticks to his guns pretty much, you know what I'm saying? In every aspect. Like, he taught himself his own techniques. A lot of the cats don't really have that. A lot of them had, like, masters or shit. You know what I'm saying? This man, from what we know, he taught himself that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's just a shame to have such a cool character just shafted all the way through the motherfucking series, man. It is a shame. It's a shame. And it's an even bigger shame because I knew it was gonna happen like this. I knew it. That's why it was a mixed bag of how I felt, man. But yeah, man, I don't keep y'all all day, man. I'm looking at the counter, man. It's nearly like 20 minutes long and shit, man. But yeah, man. I guess that pretty much wraps it up, man. If I had to give this episode a score, I wouldn't give it a score. Fuck this episode, man. Straight up, fuck it. I wouldn't give it a score. But yeah, man. Holla at y'all, man. Dr. Enigma out.